you ready now?
I mean, I don't know. I was ready a second ago, but
Okay,
now I'm
well,
feeling kind of insecure
we're
with you asking
starting
like,
now. It's like stupid. Uh,
what?
what?
Holy!
Huh? Holy shit!
Right. Well, this is topic talk number 4, five?
Um,
I think 4. It's been a
I
long time, but I
don't
think
know actually. I think
if it's not
four.
4, the
No, no. Oh
correct
yeah,
number
no.
is
It
on the
is four. It
screen
is
right
four.
now.
Yeah, because we did Walking Dead trailer. Then we
Yeah.
did Fear the Walking Dead. Then we did Star Wars, and now we're doing four. Yeah.
And now we're doing today's topic is, of course, Fear the Walking
Oh,
Dead.
what the fuck? Today is the 25th of August. So the episode came out 2 days ago.
Yeah.
We were meant to do it yesterday, but Will was dead.
Fell asleep.
So we're gonna do it. We're doing it today instead. So yeah, that's why. Yeah, we're a day late basically. But we're gonna be talking about the new episode of Fear the Walking Dead, the first episode of the new TV show. And yeah, it was pretty good. I'm thinking that we should start off with like a little review of the episode
Oh,
without
cool.
spoiling it.
Yeah,
So
no
anyone
spoilers
that wants to
first.
get into it will can like watch this and see our opinion, see if they would like to get into it. So let's start off with that. So okay, for anyone that's watched The Walking Dead, the original show with Rick and them lot, and haven't seen Fear the Walking Dead, do you what like? Is it similar? Do you think people that watches the original show will like this one as well?
Oh, okay. So the thing is that we only have the first episode, right? Like we
Yeah,
haven't got shit else, and no
yeah,
one can read up on this because it's just nowhere, like
yeah,
this
yeah.
is
It's
completely new
brand
for
new.
everybody.
Yeah,
And the fact that, as we all know, this plays out before the or just as the breakout happens, like just as people are
yeah,
getting or becoming zombies, right? Or walkers.
yeah,
And therefore, it's really hard to compare it. I feel like my personal view on the first episode compared to like the first episode of like The Walking Dead, the normal
yeah,
series,
yeah.
it's a bit like, eh, you know.
Hmm.
But that's because we need to like get to know
Yeah.
5 or 6 characters, and we had one episode to do that,
Hmm.
and it's kind of still hard to. But I think it can turn out pretty well. Like first
Yeah.
episode, we see a lot of similarities, I
Hmm.
guess. How no one knows shit. Right? Um, and but I'm hard to say. But I think
Yeah.
from one episode to another, it's a bit different. But
It's much
I think it'll catch
slower
up. Yeah,
than the original because in the original one, in the first episode,
yeah. Rick
where
was just thrown into it.
yeah,
Like
exactly. Because like the beginning of the okay, obviously spoilers for The Walking Dead, the original show, but like it should be obvious. But in the first episode, Rick is the cop, right, with Shane, and then he gets into the shooting, he gets hit, goes to the hospital. Then when he
wakes
wakes
up,
up from
boom,
the hospital, it's
zombies.
zombie apocalypse, right?
Yeah,
So like that stage, so in the original show, the stage of normal life to zombie life is like 10 minutes, isn't it?
yeah.
Plus, from the point where Rick gets into a coma to when he wakes up is like a couple months difference. So
And
you
that's
yeah, so
during that time is
exactly
basically
yeah.
when
So there's
it's
a
gonna play
massive
out.
skip in the middle, and the zombie apocalypse like part of the show like starts like right from the start as well. But in Fear the Walking Dead, it's much more slower because it's more based on how it happened. So
Mm.
you see a lot more of like real day life before actual zombie shit starts happening, basically.
Yeah,
So
so
yeah. So
hard to
yeah, you
compare.
like
So,
being introduced new because like anyone that read the comics before already knew the characters from the original show when it was coming out, like Rick and them lot. So I guess that's why they didn't really have to do too much introduction because some people would already know about them. But
yeah,
because this show is completely new with completely new characters, I feel it's like necessary, to have more time into introducing new characters because I feel like like there's those people which are just into the like fighting and like the action in Walking Dead, right? Instead of like the story. So I feel maybe those people might be like, meh, first episode was lame because there wasn't really any action in the first episode. It's more of an introduction, like I said, to the
yeah,
characters because they're like Sony, like we don't know anything about them. It's the first time we're seeing them, and like we have to like get that connection, you know, to be able to like have feelings for them later on in the show. So like if one of them do die, we're like, oh no, that guy was sick and shit like that, you know. Because
Yeah,
if we have like no build up to their
connection.
yeah, no connection when they die, we'll be like, he was just a random dude, you know, we don't
Yeah,
care.
it's Walking Dead. It happens.
Exactly, yeah. So
Yeah,
it's
and
important.
another thing with I guess it's the cast or the actors.
Yeah.
Um, a lot of them, like, well, there's a few people that we know. That girl from The 100.
Mm.
What's her name? Actor.
Alicia Debnam Carey.
Yeah, and I think the dad. I've seen him somewhere as well.
Oh, and the chick, the mom.
Oh yeah,
Um, what's her name? I
but
forgot her
like,
name.
there's a few important roles when you watch, or if you have watched the first episode, you'll notice like the main character in this is, as we saw in the trailer, or the guy that we saw in the trailer, one of the kids, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Oh right,
I
yeah.
haven't seen him anywhere. Is he from
Wait, which guy?
the guy that's pretty much all about? You know, the guy with the bit longer hair. No spoilers. Yeah.
The annoying thing is that like both the kids have long hair, you know.
The one kid was only in it for like 10 minutes though, and the other one was
Oh, the guy on the phone.
yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah. Wait, what about
But
him?
not that guy on the phone. The
Oh, the
guy
other
that
guy.
was like in the main episode, like
Oh,
the
okay. At the
yeah,
beginning.
yeah.
Okay,
We'll
okay.
we'll get into him more later
Yeah.
on when we have the spoiler
Okay.
thing.
So I guess we can just try and wrap this up. So Fear the Walking Dead. It's
Yeah.
definitely much slower paced than the original show. So anyone
Don't
who's
expect anything like super
yeah,
high
yeah,
shooting and
yeah, don't expect
this is the
anything
first
super.
episode, so
Exactly, yeah, it's first episode as well. So if you're like more of someone who's into like the action and like the fast pace and the gore and the killing and shit like that, probably you might, might not enjoy the first episode. But like in the end, it's gonna be worth it. Trust me. Like in the long
yeah,
run,
I
it's
think it's gonna
worth
build
it
up
for
pretty
sure.
high.
Yeah. So if you watch the original show, I definitely recommend it. But like I said, if you're into like the action and shit, just be prepared for lots of talking in the first episode because there's a lot of character build up in the first episode, and probably like the next few episodes as well. So yeah, that's like what you need to expect pretty much. Um, Other than that, I guess that's it. Um, yeah. So let's head in to the spoiler part,
Oh
the
yes.
best part. So we're gonna go into detail about shit. So if you haven't seen the episode, just stop watching now. Go watch the
And
episode.
or if you care about spoilers or not, if you do
Yeah,
not,
that's
just
true.
keep on watching, or
Yeah,
if you do really don't want to be
but
spoiled, you might want
I
to
fucking hate it
pause
when
it.
people spoil shit to me. So I
Depends.
advise
Depends for me.
watching it first for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. So details. Give me the infos, Will.
All
Give me
right.
the
So
infos.
we all start off with right
Mm,
as was on the trailer.
mm,
This Drago kid,
mm.
whatever his fucking name is,
Nick.
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 Drago kid Nick wakes up in the church, right?
Oh.
Yeah. And he encounters his first zombie. I guess it was his
Yeah.
girlfriend. I don't know really the
I
story
don't
about
know.
that.
Yeah, I
Or
think it's just a
drug
random
friend.
friend.
Maybe
Yeah.
yes, just a friend. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, he runs out, gets hit by a car because he's unaware,
Yeah.
and ends up in hospital. Now this is where the typical, for me at least, the typical The Walking Dead like annoying thing is that how everyone like he's like, oh, there was blood everywhere. This
Yeah.
chick was eating another person, and they were like, shh, 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 shh.
Yeah.
You're crazy, okay?
You just took too much heroin.
It's like the thing that no one believes him, and he's just
Yeah.
trying and trying and trying,
Yeah.
and that kind of gets me like, why won't you just fucking listen to your own son for like once, even though he might have been high. It's been
Yeah.
2 days. He's been on like meds, it's like,
Yeah.
and like why wouldn't you? Later on in the episode, we see him checking it out, but it took a long while for them to actually
Yeah.
consider it.
Yeah, they should have just checked this straight away.
Yeah, and that got me thinking, like, why the fuck, like that kind of shit, like when you don't listen to your kids,
Yeah.
like, that's like, but it's typical, right? Like, it's like
Yeah, it's to build like tension, like
yeah, like
draw
you're
the
supposed to
episode
get
out.
into the episode,
Yeah.
and I think they did it really well. Just like when
Yeah.
Clark went out to the forest to throw fucking rocks at a
Yeah.
zombie, you're like,
Yeah,
what the
exactly.
fuck are you doing?
It's like not necessary, but it's
Yeah,
like
but it's like he
extra.
gets into it,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
pulls you in.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. But that was, but like, I think the one thing which like surprised me a bit was like that it was actually real, you know, because when the dad goes back to the church, like there was like all the blood and like the guts and shit on the floor.
Yeah, but
So
that got me thinking as well. Like, you know how there were like 3 or 4 bodies
yeah,
that the girl has bitten and killed. And they were not there when the guy, like the dad, went there. You know, like they were gone. You
he
just saw
probably
the
walked out
pools of blood, right? But how did they get out? How did it
because they're
open doors?
zombies. Oh
Yeah, but there was a living person in there as well. It's, don't go down there. Don't go down there.
no, what happened to that guy actually?
I mean, no, he probably
He just ran and we never found. So
ran
what the
out, got
fuck?
hit by a car.
Now that yeah, we goes to the hospital. It's high on heroin. No one believes him. Yeah, I don't know
Because that's the
actually.
thing, like when they were gone, like the first time I saw it's like when they no one was there, right? Because he was like, oh, everybody, like this dad, right? He was in this empty church
Yeah,
screaming. So I was thinking like, oh, any second now, 3 or 4 zombies gonna come at him, you know, like he's
yeah.
gonna run the fuck out of there, you know, and try to get the authorities to go there, you know. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
But it was completely empty, you know. So I'm like, okay, well, if they wandered out, wouldn't anybody have seen them? And how did they wander out? You know, like,
So many
and
questions.
that's like when I was like, well, did the authority come in and swipe it up? But why would they leave the
Oh,
blood though? You know, like, why would they
yeah.
leave such an obvious fucking dried out pool of blood? You know, like,
That's like it's like it
it's a
it
mystery,
it
isn't
looks
it?
half real but half fake at the same time.
Yeah. So I'm like, well, the fuck?
Yeah.
That's kind of weird. That doesn't add up, you know, like.
Yeah. It doesn't exactly add up.
And if that's a mistake, it's like, oh well, the zombies just went out and like got stuck in a bush somewhere, died. You know, like I
They
was
were
like,
hiding in the
you
closet the
guys
whole
fucked
time.
up. The cast fucked up. You know, like that. And yeah, you know, it's like that's a
Yeah,
bit.
there was a few loopholes in this episode.
But I
Like the fucking guy that ran away in the church and we never saw him after that.
yeah, it was like, but
Like
he
that.
could have run out though because he was probably kind
Yeah.
of accustomed
I'm
to that
sure there
place.
must be an explanation for the missing bodies because that's like such a big thing, isn't it?
And that girl could have eaten fucking 4 bodies. Like, there's no way.
Yeah, like you know when they were in the hospital and he was like, she killed 4 people or some shit like that. He never saw her kill anyone. Like,
Ah, he just saw her eat
yeah,
like
he
one
just
person.
he just saw her eating one person like 3 other bodies. Doesn't mean she killed them.
Maybe she tried to joke it mouth to
I was like,
mouth,
what the
got a
fuck?
little bit bitey,
Like,
you
what
know.
the fuck? So okay, I guess fine. Um, right. So and then so they're all at the hospital, right?
Mm,
And then the mom's like, "Oh, I need to go to school because it's like exams or some whatever reason." And she heads to school, and in her way to school, there's like a metal detector, and then that like kid walks through, and the metal detector goes off, and the guy's like, "Hey, oh, wait a second!" The guy just keeps walking off, and
yeah.
then so it's like the mom who's a teacher at the school, and the principal was like, "Hey, stop, whatever," and then like the chick she puts her hand in his pocket and shit, and she had like coins in her hand, so like to cover for him, and then they went back into her office, and it turns out that the guy had a knife. He had a knife, and so and then like from like right from the start when we first see him, he seems like crazy a bit, doesn't he? He doesn't seem normal.
Yeah, like my first thought was like, okay, he's being bullied, you know, like that's why he
Oh
wants
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah,
And she's been talking to this kid a long time, so she
yeah,
knows she's like troubled. That's why she covered for him, you know, like she
yeah,
wants to
yeah,
kind of help him. But later on in the conversation, we hear them talking. This kid is like, "It's everywhere. It's a virus," and
yeah. It's
that's
spreading.
also a thing. Like he doesn't say what the fuck
Yeah,
the
what the
virus
fuck
is.
did?
Like, well,
Yeah,
it's a virus. Like what virus is
yeah.
spreading? It's like
I
what
didn't
virus?
get
What does
that.
it do? And she's like, well, the authorities will tell us, right? And you
Yeah,
see, it's like, oh no, they won't. I don't know what, you know. That's
yeah,
also a thing. Like they leave out so many things, like
yeah. That bit confused me
annoying things.
because obviously he knows about what's happening somehow,
Yeah, he's read about it somewhere or other.
and I don't get why he just didn't say.
Yeah, it's like I've seen this thing, fucking people eating,
Yeah.
fucking shit. You know, like
Yeah, I guess I kind of understand because like like Nick, everyone won't believe him, right?
yeah, but
But like I don't.
Mhm.
I don't know why
Anyways,
he
yeah,
was just like whatever, you know, because he obviously believes it because he was like shaking and like nervous and like had a weapon, you know.
yeah, I had a fucking knife with
Yeah,
me.
so he was like prepared, you know.
Yeah,
So he was expecting it to happen, but when like someone asks what's happening, he's like, nah, nothing, you know.
this is verse, you know,
Yeah, just a virus doesn't matter. You're gonna die, by the way.
flu.
It's like what the fuck. So I don't know. I'm guessing like he's gonna be a character which we're gonna see more of in future, like in
I
coming
hope we see him
episodes.
later on. He's gonna be like, I fucking told you
Yeah,
guys.
he's gonna be like the fucking
Killing every zombie. Gonna be Biff.
oh
Gonna be. Gonna be.
he's gonna be like the fake doctor in the original show, the guy with the stick backed hair.
Oh
Where
yeah.
he's gonna be like well not he's not gonna be fake but like this guy seems like he's smart, doesn't he?
He's gonna
Like the
know a
like the
lot of
nerd,
things. Yeah, I
yeah.
hope we see him later
Yeah,
on.
so
But
I think he's gonna be like the smart guy which like no one gives a fuck about but he's always right. You
yeah,
know? It's like, oh guys we should do this. No, no, you don't know shit and then they're gonna do some stupid shit, someone dies and like, I told you. I think it's gonna be one of those people. Like everyone's
fucking
just gonna give him shit.
nerd.
Yeah. I feel like that's what he's gonna be,
I
but
hope so. I
he
think I
seems like
could.
an
I feel like I
interesting
could like
character, I
that guy.
think.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like
When he
really
comes around,
weird.
of course. This first episode, we really saw him like being chilled back, kind of
Yeah,
mad
like
with the teacher.
mysterious feels.
Yeah, with the teacher and stuff like that. So like, I think when we get see him come around, maybe introduced to the gang, if he doesn't like fucking die before that,
Yeah,
I think I'd like him. You know, like
yeah.
if it gets to that.
One thing I kind of liked in the episode is that you know when Nick's in the hospital like explaining like what he saw and shit like that, and everyone's like, "What the fuck? You're just crazy. You're just high or whatever, right?"
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
then like the mom left and like his sister went left to go to school as well, right? So just him with his stepdad, right?
Mm, yeah.
And he wakes up from like a nightmare, right? And it's like, oh son, are you okay? It's like, and he starts explaining again. It's like, I think I'm going crazy, and I think that's kind of cool because like in like modern day, if this kind of shit, if someone's like, oh, zombies, people dying and shit like that, everyone would be
Too
like,
much video
yeah,
games.
exactly, yeah, and then like no one would believe it, and so like themselves they would actually think that they're crazy, wouldn't they? Like if that happened to me, I'd be
Probably.
like, I think I'm crazy, you know. So I like that he's like admitting that he's like he thinks he's crazy because he knows that what he saw is just too
Unreal.
unrealistic. It's just yeah, too unreal. It's like too much, and then that's pretty much what convinces the dad to go and check out the church, isn't it? So I thought that was pretty cool because it's like it does feel like regular life. It doesn't feel like if you okay. So if you watch the show and you didn't know that there was gonna be a zombie apocalypse actually starting, it would feel like a normal show, like a regular life. I feel like these are the the conversations they had were really like average, like not like bad average, but like not
Well, you know, it's
it's
like
not like
it's
hinting
at
at
this
zombies.
point,
Yeah,
it's still like a normal world. Like
yeah, it's still normal. Yeah,
walkers doesn't really exist just yet. You
yeah,
know, like, or they do, but no one knows about them.
mm.
Um, that therefore, yeah, like they're having a really, normal conversation, and
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
probably gonna change a lot later on.
exactly. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I
So it
think
really shows that they have no idea what's going on.
yeah,
Like literally no idea. And then he goes to the church, sees all the blood and shit, and then he believes it pretty much, doesn't he?
mm.
And he
Yeah. Well,
goes
then he's
back.
like, holy shit, this fucking adds up. You know, like
Yeah.
there's a lot about blood here.
And then all right, and then while he's away, um there was like this old guy like in the bed next to him, and then he like was dying or some shit, and then so like the doctors and shit had to come in and like take him out.
Mm.
And during that time, he got the lady to unstrap one of his arms because he was tied down because he was high as fuck.
Yeah,
And so then he unstrapped his other hand and put on his normal clothes and escaped the hospital pretty much.
that wasn't his clothes though. That was the old man's clothes,
Oh,
wasn't it?
was it? Oh, I don't
Yeah,
know,
they're
but
like baggy as
he got a
fuck and
change
like
of
old
clothes. Oh yeah,
looking.
that's true actually. He got a change of clothes and left. Um, and at that point, we just see him leave and that's it. So I was like, is he going back to the parents? Is he going back to the church?
Yeah, I was thinking this church first, and I was
Yeah,
like, wait, is he fucking crazy?
yeah,
Like
I
wanting
had
to
no
like
idea.
confirm that he wasn't crazy, but like that would
Yeah, it
have
was
made him crazy.
yeah
Don't like,
that like the whole escape was really like mysterious, I think, to me.
Yeah,
Like the
I don't
way it
really
was filmed, and she was like really like, "Where's he going?" You know, that kind of feeling to it.
I didn't really see the motive though. Like, why leave the
Yeah, I
hospital?
know exactly. That's what was so
Because
weird, wasn't it? It was
we
mysterious.
clearly, like, when you watch the episode, you clearly get to know like this isn't his first drug run. He even says like
Yeah,
this usually doesn't. I don't. This usually doesn't happen to me. You know that this
yeah,
is so new. This has never happened to me before. So he's done drugs before, right? So it's
yeah,
like, well, why would you run if you haven't? You know, like this is kind of
yeah.
usual to you. Isn't it just good to stay? Maybe he got freaked out because the old man. Because I thought the old man was
Maybe.
going to turn into a
Yeah, me
walker
too.
like any
Actually, yeah.
second.
After he cussed, I was like, "Oh fuck, you better get the fuck out of there."
Yeah, but then when he was gone, I was like, okay, well, like the fuck.
Yeah, yeah. Because even when the dad came back from the church and saw all the blood and shit, he like told Nick that like he saw shit in there, and it was like, and he like literally explained everything that abandoned church is like the place where they go out and just take drugs, you know, and
Yeah, yeah,
shit. And it's like a place where like a bunch of druggies come, take drugs, hang out, crash out, and sleep there as well. Because he was sleeping there for like the past couple of days or some shit, right?
yeah,
Kind
yeah.
of he had like his own bed and shit. So like he was addicted to that shit. So no wonder he believes he's crazy after seeing all that because it was fucking crazy. And I really like also that like he sees like what happened, like the zombie shit, right? And he thinks he's crazy. And after seeing that, he's like, "Fuck this shit. Fuck the drugs. I don't want to experience this again." He's like, "I'm giving up. I'm
Yeah.
off of it. Fuck it." That's like such a normal thing, isn't it? Like it's like normal day problems as well,
And
tied
this
in
is
with
like,
zombies
okay,
coming up.
so he needs to play a person, right? That's freaked out, super stressed,
Yeah.
on the run, just bad situation, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like, 'cause, I got a feeling that it was a bit too much. You know, how he was like shaking. I guess he had been in a fucking car accident like a day
Oh
ago.
yeah, sure. He
That
didn't get
might
hit
be
by a
because he was
car.
like limping, he was like shaking,
Oh
being all
yeah,
like
yeah.
hyper all the time, you know,
Yeah, he's
like
like
really
crazy.
fucking
He
crazy, yeah,
he like
like
kind
that.
of remind me of the Joker. You know, it's like
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, like this.
What did you fucking give me?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like you know when people take like fucking 15 cups of coffee and they're like shaking and shit like that and like
Yeah,
hyper.
yeah.
It's like well, not
I think
exactly
yeah,
like
like
that, but
he was
like
legit insane. He felt
yeah,
insane,
he looked
and I was thinking
crazy.
like, well, it felt the situation was a bit too small to be that crazy for me.
Mm,
Um, so I don't know. To
it's
me,
true,
that
it's
felt
true.
kind of bad.
Yeah,
Also
because
got the
yeah,
impression of like this show. Of course, this is not the main show for NBC or TMC or whatever the fuck it's called.
AMC,
What?
AMC.
Oh yeah, AMC.
Yeah,
Goddamn, watching watching this.
yeah,
Anyways, yeah. So the Walking Dead series is of course the main one, and
yeah,
this is like the sideshow.
yeah.
Um, but I saw like you can really see a big difference in
Mm.
economy for the shows. Like I
I
feel
just
like I
hope
can. It's just
until later on, see how it goes.
I don't know if this is the different like not producer, but the guy that writes it as
Oh no,
well.
I'm pretty sure it's the same.
It's the same.
Same
Okay.
people, yeah.
I don't
Just
know. It just felt
it's the same
different.
people
It
but
is.
less
It didn't
people.
feel like as well done, so to say, as the normal
Mm.
Walking Dead because they have like kind of I guess a filter. When they do it, it had a different filter. Something was weird. Something was different. I
Yeah,
felt.
but the first different is like way different from original show episodes because it's like normal day, you know.
Yeah, but not like the story, like just the way they did it. Like the way they filmed it, the way they made the actors
Mm,
like kind of like look the way like everything it had a different touch to it
mm,
definitely, which I guess is kind of like spicing it up as well, like
maybe.
keeping it different, not keeping it the
Mm,
same thing.
I don't know if they're doing this, but maybe they're trying to make them like the clothes and what they wear, make it look so like not Walking Dead that when the apocalypse happens and all the shit happens, they're gonna look like fucking roughed and dirty as fuck. And you're
Mm.
like, damn, shit hit the fan quick.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't know if it's pretty cool. It's like a big difference, so you can clearly tell that shit's gone down.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe that's what they're gonna fight
Maybe
about.
the as first episode, so hard to tell, but
And so after Nick escaped, right? The parents, Nick and no Madison and Travis, they did the biggest mistake of going to his old mate's house and asking if he's seen him around and whatever. And then when they first come up to him, he's like a bit like he didn't expect him to come to him. He like jumped a bit, and he's like, "Oh, hi, I didn't expect you to be here," and shit. And it's like, "Oh, Nick, he ran away from hospital, blah blah blah. Do you know where he is?" And he's like, "Oh, I don't know. We haven't spoken to each other in a while, but I can make some few calls and we'll see how it goes." And so he goes off to do that, and then the scene cuts from there to a different scene, and we don't see him after that. And
Mm.
so I was like, "What?" You know, I was like, "What the fuck happened to him?
I was
What
thinking
happened
like,
to the
good guy, good
conversation?"
guy. He's a good guy.
Yeah, I know, but he
I
seemed
was
too
so
nice,
hoping
I
that that
feel.
guy was like gonna continue in the story though. I was hoping
Yeah,
that that guy was gonna be like a maybe Shane, but like a nice Shane,
yeah.
like a friendly
I
to
don't know.
main
He seemed
character.
too friendly to me. Like he seemed too
That was the
nice.
old like child friend, like it's
Yeah, but I
old.
know. But Nick is fucking crazy. He's a heroin addict, and
Yeah,
why
but I
would?
thought they kind of lost touch, and it's like, oh Nick,
Yeah,
oh
that's
I haven't
true.
seen
But
him
I don't
around
know.
for like weeks. God damn it.
I
He's
felt a bit
like
like
redneck. I don't know, but
weird about him when they first introduced him,
mm,
especially after they just cut. Suddenly, we didn't see him after that. I was like, what the fuck?
that's so weird because I got the friendliest feeling ever.
Really?
Yeah, like
I think that's what they went for. But because I was expecting everyone to be fucking evil, I was like, this guy's bad. This guy's bad. This guy's bad. And as soon as I saw
his
this guy
mom's like she's
being super
bad.
fucking friendly, I was like, no, this guy's fucking evil. That's just what I thought straight away. But then it cuts to when they're on the highway going home after going to his old friend's house, and it's like a massive traffic jam, and you just see like a bunch of helicopters, like police helicopters in the sky, like a bunch of police like bikes riding down the highway and police cars with
Yeah.
sirens going off, and it reminded me of the scene in World War Z where they're in the car in a big traffic,
Oh
right?
yeah,
And you
and
hear
the
wee
fucking
wee wee.
motorcycle
Yeah,
police
and then
like
you
right
just
there.
hear like a bunch of police cars and shit going by. I was like, shit's not gonna turn out well. And then they step out the car to see what's happening. Then they hear like three gunshots, and like, oh, what the fuck? Get back in the car! Get back in the car!
Yeah, yeah.
We're getting the fuck out of here. And then they left. So like already like you starting to see like little bits and hints of like it's slowly happening. But like if you're watching Walking Dead for the first time, like if you haven't watched the original show and you're watching Fear the Walking Dead first and you see this happening, you probably like really want like get the hint that it's starting, but you can definitely tell that it's something's not right. So they hear gunshots and they're like, what the fuck's going on? Fuck this, and they speed off and head home,
Yeah.
right? And so like yeah, so to any people that already know the Walking Dead show, like getting small hints and details from different parts of the show of the episode, to slowly see that it's like slowly progressing, like the infection and whatnot. So
Mm.
I thought that's pretty cool. Like they're still
Yeah,
like
like
giving
as
little
soon as you saw
teasers.
that though, you were like, yeah, some shit is gonna
Yeah,
break
I
out
was like
now.
fucking
Like
zombies down
something's
the
happening.
highway. Yeah, for sure. I was
Yeah.
like, fuck this shit. They're dead. Um,
They're all gonna die.
and then I don't really properly notice this, but then it skips to the next day.
Yeah.
Um, which was I don't know, like I didn't really recognize that skip to the next day, so I guess that's kind of like good editing there. But I feel like they could have, like it was a lot of like screen time which they just cut out. I feel.
Mm. Yeah.
So yeah, after that, it skips to the next morning where the boss arrives at school, and there's like five kids in there. And so like
Oh yeah.
the head teacher's out there is like only five kids. What the fuck?
The fuck
And
haven't you missed a
yeah,
few times?
yeah. What the fuck? Only five. So there's like hardly any kids attending school, and that's another hint right there that people are getting sick, virus, whatever. And so, but like obviously, people have no idea what's going on, and but like people viewing Walking Dead for not for the first time will know that shit's happening. It's just like beginning,
Mm.
and so like the mom and the dad, they both work at the same school, and so they head into like the staff room and they see like a bunch of teachers crowding around like a phone playing a video, and they're like,
Tablet or
yeah,
something.
it's like a tablet or whatever, and they're like, wait, what's going on? And then they peek over and they see like it's like a camera,
Helicopter
yeah, like a helicopter camera or something
cam.
like that,
Yeah, yeah.
where you see I'm pretty sure that's the highway that they were at before, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, last night.
It's,
So you see, like this guy who's like been in a car crash, like being strapped onto like one of those bed things. I don't know, oh, stretchers, what you call it.
mm,
And you see like one of the paramedics like strapping him in, and another paramedic like looking at like the car damage and shit like that. And you suddenly see the
the
guy
arm
in
like
the
reaching
stretcher
over,
grabs the paramedic and starts like biting his neck.
eating him, I guess. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
and then
biting
the
him.
other guy's like, "What the fuck?" Like you see him like panicking and like trying to help his friend, and then like more and more like cops come around, and then they like open fire on the guy, and obviously they do the noob thing of shooting them in the chest, and
Yeah,
they shoot them in the chest like 5 times. It doesn't go down, and they're like, "What the fuck?" And then like there's more zombies there, and then they like finally get the headshot and kill it. So that's like proper evidence of shit. And then as soon as Travis' dad saw that, he was like, "That's exactly what Nick was describing in the hospital." So he's like believing that what Nick saw was real at this point. And
yeah,
then before that, the mom didn't. I don't think the mom really believed it. Like she didn't seem like too like panicked about it. But after seeing that, she was like panicking. She was like,
yeah.
call
Fuck that shit.
Alicia or something like that, and like
Yeah, yeah,
tell everyone to go home quickly and shit like that. So after seeing that, she believed it as well. And then all the kids in the classroom were like watching the video and shit as well. And like obviously the kids didn't believe it. Like when we did the previous, not the previous, but like a topic talk before, when we were going over the trailer, we were saying like how all the kids will definitely be like, it's not real, fake and shit like that.
mm,
And obviously that happened in the classroom. All the kids were like, "Ah, it's fake, whatever. It's not real. That's fake, edited, whatever." And yeah, so then it's announced that the school is gonna be a half day, so it ends early, and so everyone's just piling onto the bus, and you see that kid we saw earlier in the episode who brought a knife to school in the
yeah.
bus, just staring at
He's like, I
the
fucking
mom.
told
Yeah,
you.
he was like, "I fucking told." Like his eyes was like fucking burning red with fire, like
Yeah.
anger towards us. "I fucking told you. I fucking told you." I thought that was like pretty like funny.
How predicted.
Yeah, it's like I fucking now I don't have my knife. I have no protection. What the fuck? And then I think like when she looked back, she also knew she fucked up at that point. Like
Yeah.
I think like at that point she realized what he was talking about. It was like, oh, it makes so much sense now. But only if he had fucking told her in the first place. It could have all been awkwardly avoided if you would have just told her.
Yeah,
You
wouldn't
know?
have just left it out at virus.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. The virus was just gonna end up fucking taking over the whole population pretty much. So yeah, that happened. There was also a bit before that whole thing where she's looking for the principal, and he's like on a chair in his office, and he's
Mm.
like looking the
Oh
other way,
yeah, man.
and he's
Why
like
wouldn't
super
you
still.
answer? Like,
I
what the fuck?
don't know.
Instead, okay, so pretty much what happens is that he's listening through all the classrooms, making
Yeah,
sure
like
that
radio
teachers are actually
things.
teaching,
Yeah.
and he's sitting there looking like he's fucking dead, you know?
Yeah.
And he's like not answering. She's like, "Yo, bitch!" Like she
Yeah.
fucking
Hello.
almost screams out his name. And then when he actually answers, he's like, oh, "Okay, he's fine." And he sits down again to listen, and the fucking audio is so low. Like he
Yeah.
heard that bitch walk
Yeah.
into the room. Like, oh my god,
They
that was kind
also
of stupid as well.
added in like the creepy music to make it feel like it. So it's like, oh, he's a zombie. He's a fucking zombie.
Yeah.
He's gonna jump out. It's gonna be a jump scare. But they tricked us.
Yeah.
Fucking, they tricked us.
Then the thing with the volume being so low, like he clearly heard her like walk into the room
Yeah.
without saying anything, and like
Well, he just wanted to be an ass.
that's also like yeah,
He just wanted to be an
fucking
asshole.
scare her.
I'm gonna fucking scare this bitch right now. Watch this. It's just been still. He was like super still as well. Like he wasn't
Yeah.
moving.
And,
Like
like hanging with his arms. And
yeah,
shit.
like you know when you breathe, like your like chest goes up and down. Like he
Mm.
was fucking still, like
Yeah.
not moving an inch.
The volume was so low, he needed to keep quiet.
Yeah, aren't you fucking meant to wear like headphones for that shit as well?
Yeah.
I don't
So that's
know.
don't get back pain.
It was like a weird like a little
Yeah. It's like it's kind
expecting
of
jump scare.
why
but
would you
no.
do that? Like
Yeah, it was really yeah. They just wanted to fuck with us. Um,
yeah.
but then finally after that we see Nick on the streets. So and he got a phone, didn't he? And he was calling someone, but we didn't know who it was. and then it cuts to Alicia on the beach texting someone, and I think that it was like the editors trying to make it feel like that they were texting each other, but
Not Nick though. That she was texting her boyfriend, not
yeah, I know,
someone.
but like it made it seem like they were texting each other because she like the guy Nick was like calling someone, we don't know who it was, and it's like, oh, message me back later, and it cuts to Alicia on the phone saying, messaging, where are you, hello, and stuff like that. So I think like they made it seem like it was them talking to each other, but obviously in early in the episode, if you listen to the conversation that she and her and her boyfriend had,
Yeah, yeah.
they say like we'll meet at the beach after school. So if anyone missed that out, they would feel like it's them two speaking. So I think it might be like a
Safe, like,
test to see
yeah.
if people actually listening to the conversation and stuff. Because like it did like feel like
It didn't match up. It
yeah,
did,
it
yeah.
did match up exactly, yeah. But
That got me
yeah,
thinking, because this girl, right? She's waiting there for her boyfriend, and he doesn't like
yeah,
show up, right?
yeah. I also
And it was his
noticed.
idea to go there, so I'm like, oh, he's dead,
Yeah,
isn't
that's what
he?
I think as well. I
He's
think he's
fucking
dead. I
dead,
think he's
and
dead.
that's gonna show up later on. It's like, she's gonna see him on the street, and she's
Yeah,
gonna be like, no,
yeah.
like run out. Then her parents gonna like pull her back in.
Yeah,
You're gonna hear the song. It's too late to apologize.
yeah. I thought that as well. I was like,
Stupid.
after he didn't show up and all this shit was
Yeah,
happening,
it's like, yeah,
I was
he
like,
did.
he's fucking dead.
He
He's
did.
dead. What if it's another trick jump scare where you like see
Yeah,
him
it's like,
like still
oh,
on the
sorry, I couldn't
street?
make it. It's
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
what the
that'd be
fuck?
fucking. Gah! But we finally find out who Nick's talking to when he walks up into like a cafe or some shit, right?
Yeah,
And it's the guy that the parents went to early in the episode. His name's Calvin, the old childhood friend, and
mm.
he fucking looks like a gangster. He has like the ball cap, the big puffy jacket and all
Best.
that, and like his face, like the way his face looked was like fucking like pissed.
Yeah,
He had
but
like he had this like
God,
his like
God,
teeth were
Nick
like
told on
stuck
him though,
together
because
and
he was
shit.
the guy selling the drugs,
Yeah.
So
So yeah. So at the obviously he acted really kind and shit to the parents, but he's actually the one supplying all the drugs to all the people in the church. I think it is.
mm.
So he's
Or
like,
at least Nick,
yeah, at least
like,
Nick. Yeah. So he's like the drug dealer basically, and at the when he first comes in, he's like, Nick, what the fuck did you do? I can't have your parents come around to my place. You know that, Nick. It's like, I swear I didn't tell anyone. I swear I didn't tell anyone. It's like, Nick, I can't go around. I can't have them know and shit like that. So he was like pissed at him pretty
he
much.
was, yeah, it was like fucking,
Yeah, he was fucking pissed. And then Nick was starting to like break down, and cry a bit. And then suddenly he went from being pissed to like kind. And I was like, wait, what? He was like, don't worry, Nick, it's gonna be alright. Don't worry, it's fine.
yeah.
I'll just drive you
That
back
was a
home.
bit weird,
It's all
wasn't
gonna
it?
be good. Yeah, like it was really like strange. You know, like he went from fucking pissed to all kind. I was like, oh, I think he's trying to pull something here. You know, like I didn't really feel that he was being truthful because he was like changing like expression and moves like every fucking like minute it felt like.
Yeah, yeah,
So then and Nick's like, yeah, okay, thanks. Like he's still all, like shaky and like scared, right? And then
yeah.
so they hop into his car and start driving off. And I like the camera shot because it's like them two in the front of the car and then the camera's in the back, so you see the back of their heads, but they're looking like side to side, talking to each other, and then but you still see like the front screen, the front window of the car, right? And you fucking see the guy like roll up into a dark like tunnel, and like,
Yeah, I thought no, but he
well,
said he was gonna
shit.
give him drugs though. So I was like, oh,
Oh,
okay,
did
yes,
he?
that. Yeah, he was like,
Oh.
I got some, I got some. He's like, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, oh yeah,
So
so
like,
the main reason why he wanted to visit Calvin was to see what he gave
gave
Nick,
him, yeah.
to see like if
If it caused like
yeah,
hallucinations,
if
I
he was like
guess.
super
Yeah.
heavy shit what he took. That's why he pretty much went up to him. Yeah, so then they put up into a dark ass tunnel like, fuck shit is gonna down.
Down.
Go down. Like timber. But like watching lots of, you know, like drug movies and TV shows and shit, you know it's like heavy like underground business, and if anyone fucks up like that, or like, you know,
Yeah,
if anyone
like
has the risk of getting the other guy caught, they fucking killed him off. So as soon as the guy rolled up into the dark tunnel where no one is, I was like, he's gonna fucking kill him. So I was like, Nick, you better not fucking like believe that he's like gonna help you because he's bringing you down to this quiet, lonely ass tunnel, and then they drive up onto like it's like a river, like a river
Yeah,
with no
isn't it
water.
the
I don't know what you
LA River? It's called. It's
I don't know
pretty
what you
much
call
just
it,
like a.
but yeah,
I think it's called
it's like a big
LA
like
River.
flat area
Yeah, it's
where
just super tiny
it's like
fucking
under a
water
bridge and
street.
shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
and yeah, so they he parks the car. It's like, wait 1 second, Nick, and he gets out and he gets in the trunk, and Nick's like sitting there looking all like normal, like he's not worried about anything. And then the guy comes up to Nick's door. It's like, oh come on, Nick, let's go, let's go. And then when he opens the door, he sees that the guy's fucking holding a pistol like around his leg, behind his leg. And then Nick sees that. He's like, okay. And so he's acting like he didn't see and like all like getting ready, you know. And as soon as he jumps, he gets out of the car. He fucking grabs the guy's arm, and they have like a little like struggle.
Yeah.
And then Nick shoots Calvin in the chest, and he collapsed on the floor. And he like looked like crazy as well at that point
Yeah, but
because
that
he
was
like
his
didn't know what the
fucking
fuck to do.
childhood friend. You know, he has killed
Yeah,
his.
especially like after the fact, seeing that like he was gonna kill him as well. Like that must have been like, you
Yeah.
motherfucker, you backstabber. So
Yeah, yeah. And then he
yeah,
freaks out,
yeah, he
goes back
freaks
to his
out.
mom and dad. How the fuck did they find him though? Did he call
I
them?
think must have called him. Yeah, it had to be. Because yeah, that's also another thing which never got explained. Because after he shoots him, his like mom and dad suddenly turn up to the exact same place where they're at. So yeah, it must have been a caller. Like he had to have like contacted them somehow, because there's no way they just found him. So that's also something else which they kind of cut out, which they could have added in to make more sense.
Hmm.
So yeah, anyway, the parents arrive at the scene and Nick's like, oh, fucking, I shot him. I shot Calvin. It's like, oh, okay, just take us there. And then they run down back through the tunnel, and then they see the car, but nobody. And they're like,
It's like, of
what?
course, he fucking back to bed.
It's like you know the things where like in like the TV shows where like, oh, I saw a ghost right over here. There is a ghost, but whenever the person they're trying to show it to comes in, it's gone or some shit like that. It's like
Yeah.
I saw it was right fucking here, but the body's gone, and they're like, well, I don't know, you know, and but they see like the car and like the gun on the floor, and so they're like, okay, and then so they get back into the car, like backing up, trying to leave, and then dad's driving, and in when he's looking back to reverse, he sees like a shadow in like the dark tunnel, and the closer they get, um, the more obviously the more he can see, and then he
Yeah.
realizes that it's Calvin, and even though like the guy's fucking walking retardedly, and after knowing that he got shot, they think he's fine. So
Yeah, and they fucking put up like their arm to, oh,
yeah,
like taste,
exactly.
taste me, like that. Like,
Yeah. So the parents get out of the car like, Calvin, are you alright? And even fucking Nick was in there screaming, don't do it, don't fucking get near him, shit like that.
yeah, yeah,
Obviously, they ignore the only guy that's seen what's happening, and ignore him and fucking slowly walk towards the guy. And then he grabs the mom, and I thought she got bit.
yeah. I
Um,
thought she was done
yeah, I
for
thought
it.
she got bit. But then the guy like pushes him off and like it's like, Calvin, you get the fuck back and shit like that. And then Nick's like panicking. He like looks at like the gear stick or whatever, and he pulls it back, gets into reverse, and fucking reverses the fuck out and just slams Calvin onto the ground. Fucking
Yeah,
runs the body over, and he's like, he's like, oh, he's all like relieved.
yeah. It would be so fun if the dad was like, Nick, what the fuck?
Yeah, Nick, what the fuck did you just do?
Yeah, because they
Uh,
didn't react. They were like, yeah, good job,
yeah,
Nick.
yeah, exactly.
Good job.
And then, but I think at that point when the Calvin, the zombie Calvin, gets back up after like his arm being torn off and shit,
Yeah.
that's when they realize that it's actually happened now.
Mm.
And then so he has to like reverse. No, he has to go forward again. So he keeps on. He went reverse and went forward again to knock his knock Calvin's body, and
Yeah.
then just like at the edge he like braked, and so the body like flew, and it fucking like slammed into the concrete like on the floor because it's like a little ramp, and then like the body stopped moving, so it's dead, and then you just see them like, what the fuck did we just see it do? It's like a
Yeah, and that
cinematic shot like on the edge with like the sun like aiming at them and shit like that. It's like ah, but
and then you see the head turning back to
oh
them.
shit,
He's
yeah, I forgot about
still
that.
he's alive, yeah.
Yeah, and then it ended the episode, but it was the ending was like near the end. It definitely like starts like hype up, like build up, like you starts to see like more and more shit happening. But like it's still like lots of like basic everyday problems they still like face in the first episode because it's still normal life. But
Yeah.
now that the end they've seen an actual walker and that they've killed one, I think next episode, that's episode 2, is gonna be like preparation mode.
Yeah, like they're gonna fucking buy guns
Yeah,
and food and shit like
yeah,
that,
yeah, for sure. Well, actually, one thing that I realized was that unlike the original show, there was no next time on The Walking Dead. And it shows like clips from the next episode. I don't know. It might just be because it's only the first episode, but yeah, that's something different. But so we have no idea what's happening next episode. We have no pictures, no trailer, no nothing. So we literally have no idea what's happening next episode. But I'm assuming it's gonna be them preparing for shit to go down because it's not fully gone down yet because it's only
No, it's
one.
just happened,
Yeah,
they
it's just
just
how. Yeah,
realized like
exactly. Yeah,
holy shit.
yeah, exactly. And
Shit is
I
real.
and I think like at that point when they saw that zombie, everything else that happened in that day, they all realized that it all adds up now.
So yeah, it all
Yeah,
connects
so
up.
the fucking Nick was
The
right. He
teacher
wasn't
mom gives
lying.
back the knife and
Yeah.
he's like, here you go, here you go.
What if the mom's a fucking scumbag and just keeps it, like, and then uses the knife to help herself, and the other kid gets killed off? That would suck. But yeah, that was pretty much the first episode. But even
I
though
think we
this isn't the original show, it's still an actual TV show. So it's every Sunday, right? I
yeah,
think it is from
every
now
Sunday.
on. Yeah. So until wait, I don't remember when the new season of the actual show comes out. October, right? I think. Is it? Walking
Yeah, I
Dead
think so.
season 6
Pretty sure.
release date. Uh, October 12th. 12th, I think. Something like that. So it's gonna be. Wait, what's the. Today's the 25th, right? It came out on Sunday. And it's 10 episodes, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. Right, so. If it is once a week, starting from now, because there's 10 episodes in the first season, right? Oh, no, it was 6, right? Wasn't it? It was 6, wasn't it? Wait, I think it is.
I think it was
So,
6, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah, that's perfect. So, yeah. So first season 6 episodes. So, in 6 weeks' time, it's gonna end, right? And then, so that's the fourth, which is the final episode, I think. And then
Yeah, yeah.
and then 1 week after, it's the new episode, new season of it's season 6 of The Walking Dead, the actual show. So, it's like the, like the extra Walking Dead to prepare for the season 6 of the show. So I think that's pretty cool. It's like right after Fear the Walking Dead first season ends, we get the new Walking Dead season 6. So we get a bunch of Walking Dead this time, and also next year when the season 2 of Fear the Walking Dead comes out, because I didn't really I didn't know until recently, I think, but they did actually when they first agreed to making Fear the Walking Dead, they
Yeah.
agreed for 2 seasons. So there is
Oh.
going to be a second season for sure.
Oh, okay.
And I think that's going to be 10 episodes, I think. At least 10, I think. I think it's going to be more than the first season. It's going to be like 10, between 10 and 16, I think it is. So next year we'll also get more Fear the Walking Dead and season 7 of the original show when season 6 ends as well, because it's going to be next year. So we get a whole extra season of The Walking Dead pretty much from now on until either one ends. Hopefully not. Uh, but yeah, That was the first episode of Fear the Walking Dead.
Yeah, I think we pretty much went through it all, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I said, at the ending is definitely the point where it starts to heat up. So like yeah, you really get to see like the zombies coming out and shit. But the first like half is mostly like everyday life and shit. Oh, it's also probably good to know that this episode was like the pilot episode was uh 90 minutes long. It
Oh
was like a
yeah.
special. They also did that with the first season of the actual show as well, where they made it 90 minutes long. But it's including adverts, which 90
Mm.
minutes. So in total, like actual TV viewing time of the show is like an hour long.
Yeah.
But
That's good though.
yeah, it's good. I like it when they do that, especially for the first episode because you get to like put out a lot of shit right at the start, so you can do a whole bunch of character development in one episode instead of doing it in two episodes in like 40 minutes or so. So I like that they did it like that, especially like just getting all like the character development out the way because like they know that most people are just into like well like a high point of The Walking Dead is the fucking action, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
So
Someone
yeah,
dies or they kill the
exactly.
zombies or
Because
something.
putting character development in the first episode, they have to, like people have to watch episode one, don't they?
Yeah, like they
So
have to.
you have to watch it, so you have to go through the character development, and then probably next episode is going to be a lot more action. I feel.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess until next week, um,
You might have
episode 2.
6 weeks like of daily topic talks then.
Yeah, it's true.
Not daily, weekly.
we daily.
6 weeks of
we
daily
we get it.
topic
We
talk.
get early access, like when fucking Game of Thrones got leaked the episodes. Oh god, that was
Man.
hell. I had to watch them all.
Yeah,
But
me too.
we had to wait 1 month until we could watch the next episode after
That was
that.
pretty long, wasn't it? One whole
We
month.
had to contain ourselves. But yeah,
Yeah,
I guess yeah. From every week from now, we're gonna be doing a topic talk for Walking Dead. At
yeah,
least, might
at
do
least,
like
yeah.
extra new ones in between if there's anything new that comes up. But at least we have the weekly one for Fear the Walking Dead. So until whichever topic talk we do, depending on what topics we have for next time, we'll see you then.
Yeah.
Right.
See ya.
Bye bye.
Bitch.